You have the title, the income, and the recognition, but underneath it all is just a flat, hollow hum. When everything goes quiet late at night, a single haunting question creeps in. Is this really it? Feeling nothing after hitting a goal you worked years for is distinct from being ungrateful, greedy, or broken. You are experiencing one of the most common and profoundly misunderstood psychological patterns among high achievers. We are going to deconstruct exactly why success and emptiness arrive together so often, and map out the specific actions required to close that gap. This emptiness functions as a precise psychological symptom, meaning it can be both diagnosed and resolved. This line graph illustrates what psychologists call the arrival fallacy, the psychological trap of believing that reaching a specific target will finally deliver lasting fulfillment. Instead, our brains undergo hedonic adaptation. The emotional boost from any new achievement fades, and our biological baseline instantly normalizes the feeling. The promotion that felt like a finish line quietly becomes ordinary. Your mind, built to keep striving, immediately starts scanning for the next target before the last one is fully processed. For a high achiever, this creates a dangerous loop. You stop chasing actual fulfillment and instead become addicted to the dopamine hit of the chase itself. Lasting satisfaction is impossible to catch when your brain is biologically hardwired to absorb and erase the feeling of arrival within a matter of days. But the mechanics of the brain are only half the equation. We have to look at identity to understand why certain people feel so compelled to stay on this treadmill. Somewhere early in life, many high achievers develop contingent self-worth. Competence, high grades, and constant output became the only safe ways to secure love, attention, and value from others. The flaw in this equation is that external professional success can never resolve an internal deficit of self-worth. Achieving a goal doesn't prove you are allowed to simply exist. It only proves you have to keep working. This animated scale illustrates how extrinsic goals, money and status, constantly outweigh intrinsic needs like connection, rest, and play. The parts of life that generate real meaning are incrementally sacrificed to feed external validation. The emptiness you feel is a physiological invoice. It is your mind's notification of all the intrinsic meaning that was postponed so you could finally make it. The most accomplished people feel empty because their success was engineered solely to prove their right to exist, rather than to actually experience life. To keep this cycle running, constant busyness and taking on more responsibility functions as a psychological anesthetic. Slowing down feels genuinely terrifying because when the noise finally stops, an intense, unbearable anxiety takes its place. As long as there is a next target, there is no space to ask hard questions. The emptiness is never actually resolved or addressed. It is only outrun while it continues to grow silently beneath the surface. Remaining in a state of constant motion without self-knowledge guarantees one specific outcome. You will eventually reach the top of a mountain you never actually wanted to climb. That hollow feeling provides vital internal intelligence, a signal that you are finally ready to stop outrunning yourself. Closing the gap starts with a single requirement. You have to actively practice being valued in moments where zero performance or output is attached. Second, you must audit your upcoming targets. Look at your next goal and identify if it is intrinsically motivated or just an inherited expectation from someone else. Finally, intentionally sit in the stillness. Listen to what the emptiness is asking for, and begin reintroducing those sacrificed elements of rest and connection back into your routine. This emptiness serves as the definitive signal that you are ready to build a life that actually matters.